Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome friends to the new class. Today we will start from variable. That what is variable? How can we declare variable and how? What is variable and how we can declare a variable and what are the rules to declare a variable? So I'm just commented it. So let's start. वेरिएबल एज नेम वेरिएबल जो है ये एक ऐसी चीज है मतलब एक नेम है जो जिस पे who reserved some space from for us in the memory in the RAM. ठीक है जी. So variable is a name of memory location or memory cell and is used to store programs, input data and computational reserve during program execution. That is what variable. So now what type of attributes a variable declaration has? And then name of the variable. Sorry, I just tried this in text. Data type. Then what's we need? Name of the variable. So name of the variable. Data type, then we need name of the variable. So else will be just like, for example, we take a data type of a variable int a in semicolon. It will reserve 2 byte space in the memory for us to use for the computational and storing data. Now that is the simple syntax of declaring a variable. You can declare a variable of float types, double int, short int, etc. Now, what are the rules? Rules for declaring a variable. So, what are the rules? First rule is if we want to declare a variable, we have to start the name of the variable with a alphabet. For example, we take a variable name, for example, int Khan. So we have to start from a variable. The second rule is that we can start declaring a variable. The start of declaring a variable can be start with a underscore and then Khan. It is also accepted in C++. The third rule is that you cannot declare a variable which is start from a number, just like int 3 hall. It is not accepted by the C++ compiler. You can see here int 3 hall. So when you run that program, it will produce error that we don't know 3 khan, because that is against the rules of declaring C++ and declaring a variable in C++. Now the third rule is you cannot use a special character, for example hash or dollar sign, etc. You cannot use special character in declaring a variable. That these are the some rules, principles to declare a variable. You should keep in mind it, and when you are declaring a variable in C++, you should follow these rules. These are the some basic rules. One another rule which is also much important: you cannot give space between space in a variable. If you take two names, for example, if we take father name, so it will be not accepted by the C++ compiler. You can declare this type of variable like this: int father underscore name. You can declare it like that. Understand? Clear? Now, these are the basic and the most important rules for declaring a variable. Now, what is initialization of a variable? What is initialization of a variable? Initialization of a variable is that when we declare a variable and immediately at that time we assign a value to it, it is called initialization of a variable. For example, int a is equal to 1. So I did initialization of a variable. So it is also important. It is called initialization of variable. One thing remember, when we are declaring a variable, it is execute when the program execute. Actually, what is variable? Variable is when we are declaring a variable. जब हम वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर करते हैं, तो जब हम प्रोग्राम को एग्जीक्यूट करते हैं, when we execute the program, then the value of a variable can be changed, but the variable cannot be changed. Remember that thing, value of a variable can be changed, can be changed, but value of a variable can be changed, but variable cannot be changed. Variable cannot be. Okay, so these are some basic rules, and we will discuss in the next video, inshallah, uh, what is constant, what is constant, types of constant, etc. Symbolic constant, we will use these variables, and how what is it, what is constant, what is literal constant. These are types of the constant. So we will inshallah discuss it and in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe my channel. And if you have any question in your mind about the initialization of a variable, declaring of variables, rules of declaring a variable, you can ask from me in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.